Brothers, there has never been a golden age of black men. There has never been a moment in the history and experience of black men in North America where we have lived in paradise. There has never been a moment where we have been celebrated and revered as kings. There has never been a moment where we have been worshiped and adored. There has never been a moment where we have been free from opposition and adversity. Brothers, all we have known is stress. All we have known is anxiety. All we have known, brothers, are haters, enemies, forces that have worked against us. All we have known, brothers, is persecution. This is our experience, unfortunately, in North America. And brothers, it is important for us at this particular moment to renounce all fear. There are brothers right now who have adopted a fearful disposition. There are brothers right now who have gone into monk mode. There are brothers who have gone off the grid. There are brothers who are going underground. And they're doing so out of fear. And brothers, I can understand that you want to do this and that you do this for a short period of time to get your bearings. But after you've done that for a short period of time, you get back up and you get back into the game. Because brothers, we cannot afford not to go forward. We cannot afford to not live out the philosophy of BMI. Brothers, the condition that black men experience in America today after the November 3rd election is no better or no worse than what it was before the November 3rd election. It does not matter, brothers, who the incoming administration is. It does not matter what the possible policies that this administration may enact which could possibly harm black men. We are not impeded by that prospect. And the reason why we're not impeded by that prospect, because we are not living in the moment. We live a life that is concerned about the long game. What is happening right now does not dictate our present and future actions. Brothers, we must remember that we have a history of agency. We have a history of independence. We must remember all those black men who came before us, who did not have optimal conditions, who did not have environments that were conducive for black male agency. We must remember David Walker. We must remember Nat Turner. We have to remember Denmark Vesey and Booker T. Washington. We must remember Marcus Garvey. We must remember Elijah Muhammad, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and the Black Panthers, so on and so forth. We have a long history where black men have never been arrested by whatever conditions that they were encountering. We must go forward. For you young brothers in particular, I want you to think about where you want to be 20 years from now. I want you to think about it, and I want you to put your plans together and think about how you're going to grow and what's going to happen to you over the next 2 decades. You brothers who are in your 30s, I want you to think similarly. Put your plans together. Put the blueprint out there for the next 2 decades so you will understand and think about and have a sense of how you want to be positioned. And also, you brothers who are 40 and beyond, we play a long game. You think about how you want to be positioned 20 years from now. Brothers, it is important that we renounce fear, that we purge and detox fear from our souls. This is the only way for us to go forward. We must recognize that this philosophy of BMI is a ride or die philosophy. You are either in it or you're not. You are either someone who is committed to maximizing your creativity, your intelligence, and all of your potential in the face of elusive justice, or you're not. I want you, brothers, to take this philosophy, this ride or die BMI philosophy, and go forward. And what we need to do is we need to bring other brothers into the fold. We need to bring the young brothers into the fold. We need the brothers who are still on the fence, bring them into the fold to let them understand that black male independence and black male agency are things that they need to own and take possession of and actualize. And this, my brothers, is what we need to do at this very moment. So I need you all to ignore everything that you see on social media, ignore what you see on television. I want you to ignore the chattering classes, ignore the stuff on Facebook and Twitter and all these other things and all these other voices that work to hinder you from moving forward, that work to put you in a fearful position. Renounce fear. Our mandate for this moment in the 21st century going forward is to optimize BMI and BMA. This is our challenge. This is what we should do as we go forward.